Hello, everyone. Welcome to my show. Autumn is here. I'm so glad to see you today. I hope that you have had a great week. Today, I just wanted to talk to you about my shows that I have done already and just to thank you for your support and love. I've done 150 shows and I am so proud of it. And I really appreciate all the support and all the love and the people who like, share, and comment and subscribe. So thank you for all of that. We talk about so many different things on this channel. We run the gamut, 150 shows. So we talk to nurses and doctors and therapists and caregivers, and we talk to people in the healthcare industry. We talk to exercise instructors. We talk to people who are doing research and finding new programs to help different illnesses and diseases and stuff like that. We've talked to people who are have dementia villages and have new startup companies that they're helping people to get through paperwork and things like that, and talk about elder care and Medicaid and all these things. So I just wanted to thank everybody who participated and who have been on my show and just giving all your great advice from your knowledge and your wisdom and your experience just to help other people. This is really a labor of love, and I'm so glad that I'm able to do this. I just want to let you know that I am going to take a break. This is my last broadcast as far as a full show as until January. So I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to come back. I'm going to still be doing shorts and things like that and still giving information. Absolutely, still through the time that I will not be doing a full show. But I really appreciate your support and everything like that. Also, I just wanted to say about this note. We talk about so many different things and so much about care and about family and about aging and different things that we go through. There's one thing that I don't think I really addressed on my show was just being a caregiver to someone who you were not expecting to be the caregiver for because of your relationship. You know, families are complicated, and sometimes people have relationships with their parents, with their grandparents that are not together, that are not good. Sometimes they don't take the time to mend the fences. Family is difficult. Sometimes we expect that one person would do it and that person is not available, can't do it, won't do it, and we end up doing it and we weren't the person that this person got along with or treated properly. Sometimes in families, that happens. People have told me off camera how they were surprised that they were the caregiver because they didn't have a good relationship with their family member, or they thought that the people, the older siblings would do it, or they thought that the more favorite one, or they didn't have they weren't ever able to really engage with their parent, or their parent didn't engage with them, or their parent didn't show up for them. Some people parents were absent. Some people parents just weren't the type that would show affection and love or stuff like that. There are just different reasons. There's so many different reasons, and like I said, family can be complicated. So there's something to think about, because they're going to get older and you're getting older. And if you haven't mended the fences, then please try to. You never know when you're going to become a caregiver. You never know who you're going to caregiver for. But if you know that your parents are getting older and it may be you, and there are some things that you have not talked about, there's some questions that you want to answer, that you want to bring peace to your situation, that you want to make sure that everything is above board and that you can give them the best care possible. You're not holding anything back because you have resentment. You're not holding anything back because you have anger, or you're upset about something, or you're unsure about something. You're not holding anything back because, one of you or both of you are too afraid to approach a subject or something that may have been in your path that kept you separate for quite some time. So I just want people to think about keeping the peace, making the peace. Try to make the peace if you can. Try to gather some, be brave, I guess I'm going to say. Try to be brave and approach the situation with love, with kindness. But if you know that you might become the caregiver of one of your relatives and everything is not settled and there are still issues and there are still things that you're unhappy about, please think about that. Be the one to initiate the peace. Try to bring it together. Speak up so you can be able to make peace. Say your piece so you can make peace, whatever it is, because it's hard to care for someone if you have all these other obstacles in your way, if you have these emotional obstacles in your way, if you are torn. It's not that you don't love them, and it's not that you won't do it. But what you would want to do it with a full heart. You would want to do it with a clean slate. You would want to do your best. And you don't want anything in your way when you're caring for someone, when you're responsible for somebody's quality of life, when you're responsible for somebody's business, when you're responsible for someone's health. You don't want any of these things to block it. And we have to be real. We have to be honest that there are things in everybody's family that, we haven't dealt with, And just think about it. If that's something that would keep you from being your best caregiver that you can be, then try to resolve it. Try to make sure that everything is calm and everybody has peace and no resentment and nothing that's undone. Tie up all of loose ends. Bridge the gaps. Whatever it is. Make the peace before you get to a situation where you're going to be a caregiver, because you don't want to be a caregiver begrudgingly. You don't want to be a caregiver and have resentment. You don't want to be that, because this caregiving is hard enough. So that's what I'm asking, that people will take the time and make the peace. Take the time and make the peace. If you will, bitterness will come up if you do not resolve it. And that will show up in the way you treat people, in the way you care for them if it's not resolved. So I'm just asking people just to examine your life with your loved one, your aging family member. Examine your life and how are there any issues? If there's any issues, then how can we resolve them? And try to do that now before there's a crisis. You may have questions that you want to ask your parents. And what if something happens to their health and they can't talk, they can't speak, or they have dementia? And these questions that you always want to ask to settle some things in your heart and your spirit is gone unanswered. You'll have to keep that forever if they can't, or they don't have the capacity to answer, or they don't have they can't physically answer. You'll have to keep it. You don't want to hold on to stuff like that. So please consider what I'm saying, and please be able to hopefully be the best caregiver that you can be. This is all about caregiving. This is all about aging and older adults, and how we receive them, how we treat them, information that we need for them. That's what Autumn is Here is about. Different caregiving situations that we have to, we might relate to, and we can get information from, we can learn from, that other people's either mistakes or other people things that they discovered that was really good that we can use. That's what Autumn is Here is for, and is giving information about healthcare information, different things to consider that people don't think about. You don't think about until it's time for you to care for someone. And we just want people to have as much knowledge, as much information as possible, so they can be the best caregivers possible. They can be ready and have things in order when that time comes. So please, I just want you to do everything that you can to be the best caregiver that you can. So this is my last show for 2025. Like I said, I'll still have clips going up, and I just thank you all for your participation, for your likes, your comments, your sharing. Please tell more people. If you need me to come out and talk to a group, let me know. If you will have anybody that you want me to interview or you want to be interviewed, just let me know. Hit me up. autumnishere.com is my website. We have something there that says be a guest, so please do that if you want to be a guest, or if you have somebody that you want me to talk to or something like that, then that would be awesome also. So please, I appreciate everybody following me and just encouraging me to keep doing it. Autumn is Here was not going to stop. I'm just going to take a break to rehash, to think things through, and try to get things better. I will still be working on audience here. I'll still be filming some interviews during this time. I just will not put them up until 2026. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. And today's my birthday. So I just wanted to give y'all a message. Thank you all for your birthday wishes. Good night.